So our first story is that the Trump administration has removed previous federal dietary guidelines for how much alcohol men and women should consume in a day, or not should, but shouldn't exceed in a day. So previously it was 2 drinks per day for a man and 1 drink per day for a woman. Now, they haven't completely done away with all guidelines, but what they've decided to do is take away the hard limits, or as they call the firm limits. So instead of saying 2 drinks for a man and 1 drink for a woman, it would be something probably more along the lines of a man between this age and this age who weighs this much weight, et cetera, like softer guidelines, if you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So
they eliminated all guidelines?
No, not all guidelines. Like I said, they're just not using the firm limits any longer.
Okay, so now they're the more relaxed limits.
Yeah.
We're going to become more strict with marijuana.
What'd you say, Lynn?
So that's the other thing that's part of the story.
We talked the other night about how they want to, possibly put it into a dosage, like medication, and you would be prescribed that. So that's just insane to me.
Well, the funny thing is that this bill makes absolutely no mention at all about marijuana. So
it's just like alcohol's great.
It's not about marijuana.
Money.
Yeah.
It was just about the alcohol, right?
Well, I think the purpose of this article for us and the relevance for us is that while they're relaxing limits on alcohol, which is a poison, which causes we all know it causes all kinds of havoc in people's world.
Right.
But yet, we have to fight tooth and nail to get a reschedule that doesn't really even mean anything to us.
Right.
So I think the purpose of this story is for us to talk about is that what's the purpose of doing that? Like why is again cannabis vilified, and now this is it's relaxed. It's things are easier for
I can tell you why. Can I get at this? The
specifically.
Hang on,
lobbyists for alcohol.
Yeah, Bill.
Well, Fuma was talking for a second.
My bad. That's the lobbyist of alcohol. So if I'm not mistaken, he just said basically that now they're making the limit so they're not putting a regulation like 2 drinks, 1 drink. It's more based on profile. I think that's just lobbyists of alcohol, because marijuana must be putting sales down of alcohol. Non-alcoholic beer, there's like 8 different varieties now, to the point where I think they need to I think they need to try to compete in some way, and the way you compete is you make people think that drinking more alcohol is not bad for you. You make it,
When we became legal, I actually was a little worried that it wasn't good for you, because I was like, the government is making it somewhat legal. Is it good for us then?
It's part of the brainwashing.
So Maria, what do you think?
I think it's all bullshit.
You think it's all bullshit?
And I think all of it's lies now. They're saying just for competition. Now, who do you believe?
Yeah.
Is her mic on? Is her mic on? Her?
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know where it went. It disappeared.
Okay.
Wait, she had something good to say. She said, who are you supposed to believe? In a time like this with the internet and all the misinformation and the 1%, we see what's happening with people with money like Diddy,
No, what I'm saying is,
Where is your microphone?
I don't know. I don't know where it keeps going.
Well, I don't think that
it's
they're
lost in her
looking
hair?
to completely scrap it all together.
Good thing
They're
we're
just
cheating.
Yeah, they're just.
scientifically, maybe it makes more sense to sort of slice it into smaller bits.
Well, I'll say this: if I think it's good in some value, has some value if you're an attorney or a person, because it actually could be relevant.
Sure.
Your age, your size, and all that. Hey, it's not across the board for everybody how much they're drinking,
That's
how
true.
they feel. So actually, it has some positive aspects. I'm not sure what they're
Like a drinker pays attention to that, though.
Well, is their angle that they got a lot of money from the alcohol lobby? Is that the angle?
All I know is I'll be using that.
Using what?
Using those guidelines if it was advantageous.
You use
If I'm an
guidelines?
attorney representing somebody.
I never heard you use guidelines.
Oh yeah,
like that
in a
before.
legal sense. Yeah, but what person that drinks, let's be realistic, what person that drinks at their limit. If I tell you I'm 155 pounds and that little piece of paper says I could only have 2 beers, what is 2 beers going to do to
Right.
Come on. Nobody
That is
that
true.
drinks has,
So-
nobody that smokes has a limit until they fall asleep.
Well, it's really just a guideline anyway, because as you know, different effects for different people. So,
Of course.
All right, Bill.
okay, what's happening, Bill?
All right, I didn't want to talk over anyone. Yeah, so
From the Cough
That was
Country
good.
News
I'm
Desk.
sorry, guys.
It's
So
Steve with
anyhow,
your
our next
cannabis
story is about
news.